Ladies and gentlemen, rev up your engines, but don't rev them up as much this time. You're probably not going to have to as much. Welcome to the Glentendo Circuit Mario Kart 8 Deluxe online weekly, reformatted for your beautiful viewing pleasure. In case you love the wonderful show that me and Chrisalonian are able to bring to you, well, we're here to tell you that there's less of it. Less races, everybody, which means its tournament is now from 7 to 8 p.m. rather than 7 to 9 p.m. The amount of races are shortened to let more people get in on the action just that much quicker. And to sort of concise the format a little bit, we got a little bit of changes coming to the Glentendo circuit, not just for today, but also for Tuesday's races, which are now referenced as 200 CC days. So Tuesday puns. Did I say it right?
No,
Glenn wanted?
you got it. That's exactly what he wanted. That is exactly what he wanted. He named it 200, but the TUE for Tuesday, because it's every single Tuesday. And I'll gotta be honest with you, I'm actually kind of excited for that.
Dude, I'm so hyped to watch everybody just eat shit in the 200cc
dude,
races.
It's a totally different game.
Hey, I was just gonna say that. That was my next sentence, my dude. It's insane.
Yeah, completely different game, and actually we could get a nice little quick look at that advertisement right there. You see the 200cc, but today is today's its own day. Today is the regular Glentendo Circuit Day, and it is reformatted with now just 12 races, which I think is good. I think that's a good quality of life change, mostly because it's more accessible for people. It's less of a huge commitment if you're entered. Like, 12 races, 45 minutes, that's nothing. You just jump in, you jump out. But, like, the other thing, that was, like, nearly 2 hours, like, that's a commitment. And that's, like, every Sunday, that wears on you. So I feel like everything's going to be a lot more faster paced, a lot more try-hard, even more than it was with the 12-race format.
I agree. It wears on even our finest players. In Kugi, actually not even streaming today because he just didn't feel like playing Mario Kart today, which you gotta respect. You get tired from it. And one thing that I'm very interested in seeing with this new format is, beforehand, Chris, I really like to think of it as, I like to think of the Glentendo circuit as a little bit of like a talk show with Mario Kart there as well, which it's like you always said, it's sort of like a caster's job rather than a commentator's job, because we come in here and we talk about the game a little bit, and then we talk about a lot of other things, Mario lore, Gonz's opinions on video games, whatever. Oh, we're good. Gonz's opinions on video games, whatever. But now that it's only an hour, I'm anxious to see how it's gonna appear from our ends, and what we're gonna be able to bring to the table that'll make it a little different. Because now, shit's serious. It's 12 races already, so that's more concise. Things matter a lot more.
They definitely do, and this is even the third race already. We started a race behind, but the points, you only have so many chances for like a bad finish. Sometimes you could get like a 6th or a 7th in the other circuits, and you're like, all right, whatever. I still have like another 17 races left. Like, there's no room for that anymore. And there's already like a really consistent bunch in our group of regulars where it's like it was barely affordable then. Now it's really not. Like, now you just got sweat. And I think it's good because you could focus more. You know what I mean? Like, you focus a little bit more on the direct race. You don't got to worry about like, I don't know. There's an endurance factor too. Like, in terms of being able to finish 24 races. That's a lot of races.
It's a beautiful thing, to have it be like sort of that endurance test, because this is going to help a lot of these guys out in other games, I feel. Because there are some other games where people feel like they can't keep that discipline. It's such a common mid-level player thing for so many games where they feel like, I've been playing in the tournament all day, now it's midnight, I can't just keep that stamina going. This helps you do that, because it's sort of a lesser thing than like a lot of fighting games, like it's an easier thing to focus on, it's not as, the controls are easier or whatever, it's like a more precise thing in that regard. So I'm not only anxious to see what like these guys will be able to bring from the discipline they can acquire from the Glentendo circuit to other video games, but I'm also anxious to see that with 12 races, I want to see what they can really do. I want to see what can happen when they're like super tryharding, when they know they like, shit, I have to like, I gotta put on the big boy pants now, they're gonna become the sweatiest goddamn tryhards in the Mario Kart server. You're gonna see it on their brows, and frankly, I want to see that sweat.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Like I said, I think quality of life is definitely the terminology here, because let's see, this is the 16th, 17th, 16th Glentendo circuit. Hold on, I just wrote this down too. It is the 17th Glentendo circuit. So yeah, that's like, we're 4 months into this thing now. That's a long time. So with that, you got to keep things fresh, and I think that having 4 months worth of what we were doing before that format it was really good test because like we were basically doing it twice a week too with the Teamdo circuit, which as we know also changed and is also actually I don't know if that's going to be 12 races too. There's potential. I'm seeing murmurs of 16 races might be better for 200cc, which would make sense because as you mentioned, it is a different game and there is a lot of margin for error in that particular format. So I think 16 races is a little bit better in a sense of making it appealing to people. So if they do make mistakes, but for the amount of people that just grind Mario Kart 8 out like they do, especially our group, 12 races for regular format, that's plenty, man. Like you're either going to have a good day in that or you're going to have a bad day in that.
It's gonna 200cc, if it is more races, will equate to pretty much the same amount of time because like Chris said multiple times already, it is a different game. It is a game that forces you to use your brakes in Mario Kart. Ask any casual Mario Kart player. They probably don't even know the B button exists. Or they do know it exists, and they kind of just don't really care. Now, in 200cc, you have to care. Turns that are normal in other normal modes, where at the worst you would have to do a brake drift. No, now you have to brake and then turn sometimes. Some of them are literally impossible unless you do that. But that's for Tuesday. Right now, we're in the Glentendo circuit, now with only 12 races, which equates to a much more try-hardy aura and environment. And there you see that try-hard environment right there in Moral Atheist. He got 8 in this race, and, normally, you're at the beginning of the Glentendo circuit, you're not going to reel back that much. You're not going to care as much. But now you see that there's only 12 races. You see Moral Atheist. You see the displeasure, the disdain on his face. He knows that he can't afford to be doing that kind of thing already, and that's just what it is, It's just, and I'm anxious, Like, it's like the kind of thing where, like, the emotions as a whole are so much higher, whether that is for the good or the bad. And that is what I really want to see, I want to see people jump up for joy after, like, they get first in 12 races in a row. I want to see people cry live on their streams.
That's the goal, dude. Bringing a little bit of the humanness into these tournaments, because they got a little bit almost too formulaic, I guess, for it, and that's like why you see the webcams now. This is actually a recent power-up of the stream, so that's why you're seeing it. And okay, Melpool. Okay, so Melpool, I think Melpool's just realizing we're just doing 12 races now. So
I don't like it. Yeah, I think he realizes it too.
Yeah. Well, no, he just mentioned it in chat. I know I don't have chat anymore visible on stream, at least at the moment. But yeah, the 12 race format, just to revisit, I know these get to be a little bit lengthy broadcasts, so it can't hurt to just brush upon it once, and it is brand new that this is the case today. It's mostly just a way to make it a little bit more accessible to people, so it's not as big of a commitment. Plus, with the way the people in this circuit race all the time, I think in 12 races, you'd get more quality races out of the people because you just kind of burn out on 24 sometimes. Like it's just how it is. That's like an hour 45 of your time, hour and a half of your time versus 45 minutes. So like that focus just wavers off, and that's like the same with like any athlete, or anyone doing anything competitive. Like you just sort of taper off after a certain time. So I do think that there was like a good base of endurance that we were talking about just earlier about like 24 races. Like everyone got used to doing that, so 12 races is going to feel like a breeze, which even for us, dude, even us streaming this, like 12 races is going to be here in no time. So it's just like the quality in which those 12 races hit, I think, has such bigger potential, basically.
It's like, do you want more, or do you want the races to just hit different? Yeah, I want the races to just hit different.
Yeah, because I think like this is going to actually encourage some more people to come out. I think like... It's tough, man, but the thing is I think, like I said, I really can't stress enough. I think this is a really good change, personally.
I agree. Another reason I think it's a good change is not only because it's going to bring out the try-hard in these players, it's because for so long, Chris, you and I have, like, as, these tournaments became so much more competitive, as the pro Mario Kart players decided to join, sometimes we would doubt as Moral Atheist bumps the King Boo in front of him and finishes third. He needed that, actually. Yeah, that was really clutch on his part. He bumps over Melpool, I think is who that was. Was that Melpool?
Yeah, it was Melpool.
No, that was Grandpaster he bumped out of to get to 7th place. Yeah, he bumped the King Boo to get there.
Also...
For so long, we compared them between two players. It's okay. I just have a quick point to make.
Do it.
We compared, like, the Smash players that came in, to the Glentendo circuit to play Mario Kart to beat Glenn and then got into the competitive Mario Kart scene versus the established Mario Kart players that found the Glentendo circuit later on. Now that there's 12 races, we're going to be seeing what these guys can really do. Because like you said before, like if they got like a bad if they got like a bad or a bad connection, or if they got just like a bad race, you know, they would just sweat it off their brow, whatever. But now these guys are going to be forced to be sweaty tryhards in a server. They're going to have to sit on the edge of their seats, because even from myself, I know that these players can play more than just Smash, can play more than whatever other fighting games they come from. They're here to play Mario Kart, and I know that they're all really good players as well, but before, it could have been a little more lax. You know, like they got 8th in the beginning of the race, whatever. Now Moralatheus got 8th at the beginning of the race. You saw him. He reeled his head back. Now, I feel like we're going to see more talent from these guys that we know that they're capable of because there are 12 races. And that's my point. That's what I wanted to say.
No, I think you're right. And I think... I don't know. I just think about like it is very much a quality over quantity type of deal. I know from like even from like a stream perspective, just thinking about watching an hour-long tournament versus a 2-hour tournament, it's just easier to follow the things going on. Even the point totals, everything from that end is so much easier to track. Like I could probably even add something into the presentation to sort of show point leaders, where it's like over a 2-hour span of time, not only is it difficult to track that, especially with the way at least the way this game works in terms of like updating scores and having to restart the game, like I don't really have to worry about that. Like I could see who has 29 points, I could see who has 40-something points, I could see all the things. And then there's less potential for that whole bot farming thingy, because everyone's gonna basically have to start on time if they want to finish their races, or pretty close. So it's like you won't have more than a couple matches or a couple races outside of, you know, the first couple of the last couple where there's going to be a lot of bots. Like the people who are in the tournament are going to be racing against each other. So it sort of condenses everything. So it kind of just sweetens it all up.
That's the perfect way to describe it. It just concises everything for everybody, not even just the competitors, but for us. Even before you said it, I was thinking to myself, wow, you know, this has the real good chance, Chris, to bring out, like, the professionals in both of us. I mean, you show the professionalism in yourself in different ways, because being a streamer and whatnot, and now being a very good caster as well. But for me, now, like, what excuse do I have to not follow all the races? There's only 12 of them. I can keep track of the scores now. That is something that I'm going to want to bring out in my commentary in these the new format of the Glentendo circuits, because now, with the fact that it's going to be more concise, it's going to be more hype too, because now everybody's going to be on the edge of their seats, because everybody's not only trying harder, it's more concise, you have less chances to put yourself back on the top. So I agree. I think it's better for everybody, even
plus,
for
like,
us.
There's like stories and stuff now. Like it's easier. Just like over 2 hours, you just lose people. So it's like if you see someone like finishing consecutively well, you know that that's actually going to make a difference. You know, it's not like it's just going to go away or get overtaken. Like if you basically win 3 races in a row, there's a good chance that you're probably going to like take a top 8 position. Like you couldn't always say that with 24 races. Like you could have like a good 3 races and then totally just like, you know, plummet after that. And then what, you know? And then it's just like, I was confused earlier thinking this person was competitive when they weren't, but this is it, man. This is no holding back. Speaking of which, I don't know if you noticed, I saw Cora up front, which is Charlie the King. I want to get more into who's racing, since now we're like literally almost halfway through already, which is madness. So I do want to get to it, because we do have a lot of our usuals. Like you see Takamar, you see Sweet Lou. So I think we're going to get really good feedback out of this too, because these are all people, like I said, who are doing the original format for a good 4 months. So there's going to be opinions afterward. I hope they're positive. We'll see what happens, but yeah, I'm mostly just excited for the change. Like that's what prompted me to really change up the overlays, which just look better now too. So hopefully just a whole better landscape moving forward.
Yeah, I just think it's funny. I think it's kind of funny how as Kunio takes 5th in that
Who's
last
Tin
race,
Squared?
Glenn finishing 2nd. I don't know who Tin Squared is, but he's out here playing Roy. That's how you know he's a tryhard.
Hell yeah.
And what I was going to say is that I love how the Glentendo circuit has just gotten more and more tiny and concise as it's grown. I mean, do you remember the first one? Before you started streaming them, the first one was 32 races from 6 to 10 p.m. It was 4 hours that people had the chances to do their races. And even after the first one, everybody was like, Glenn, this is bad. And then we reformatted it immediately after that. So now we're going to have a new one, which I think is only going to make it even better as the competition gets even hotter. And Charlie the King did, in fact, on Twitter.com said he missed Smash 4 Bayo the other day. So if you want to actively root against him in these races,
feel free.
I fully encourage you to do that. As
all
Melpool takes first in
Yo,
the Sunshine Airport race. That's good.
Coming
Firsts
up,
are
dude.
so much more valuable.
Yeah, coming above. What was that? I saw Aiko there, who I think is actually. I don't know. This might be a first. I did see the Roy, and then even I think that was Vertex getting fifth. So, like I said, those fifth. Those fifth place finishes are going to be a lot more impact, especially a player like Vertex who's been so dominant the past like 4 weeks. Yes. Like now we could actually sort of see what the days are like. So I don't know, man. It's good stuff. Hold on, let me see.
It is good stuff, man. And the one thing that does make me a little bit sad is that we do have less chances to see Mount Wario races now. There might be more circuits where Mount Wario just won't appear for us. That's a genuine possibility because there's a lot less races now. I'm a little bit sad about that, but I don't know. We could have a Glentendo circuit where there are 12 Mount Wario races in a row. I don't know. Anything's possible.
Well,
I'm pretty sure it's literally impossible because I don't think it would appear again in the same lobby after it races once. I'm pretty sure that doesn't happen. Sort of like Game & Watch's 9 Hammer, in which you get a 9, you have to hit it twice.
That never happens.
That never happens.
Literally,
but yeah.
Never. Except for that one time it did.
Yeah, except for that one time.
And the other time.
It was really funny.
Yeah.
And probably that third time.
Yeah,
after that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's... But besides those...
Anyways.
Besides those, yes, anyway. Halfway through the Mount Wario race here, Kunio is looking pretty hot in 4th place. I believe he's got Glentendo in front of him as that Waluigi. He's got Charlie the King as well, being carried by that Smash 4 Bayo all the way to that 3rd place. Bayo's not in this game, not yet. But once she is,
Nintendo
she's going to be just as broken.
Talk about it every week. It's been a couple weeks, though. I feel like we haven't really been able to
We haven't done a circuit in 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's been a while.
The longest I've gone without my baby.
Well, because even Tuesdays were weird because we tried battle mode, which we didn't even talk about. Yeah, well, the thing is, it's hard to. There's really not much to it. It's even more RNG probably than regular. I could be wrong about that. Yeah. It just seems inconsistent in general. Regardless, it just didn't take, and that's that.
It's like a bad, it's like a bad diet. I gained weight on it. It didn't work. That's what the battle mode was. We're here at the stretch, though. Kunio not looking as hot as he was beforehand in the final stretch of this race. It's going to depend on what these last 2 items are. He gets an 8 and a star. That's not going to give him quite enough of a boost to really make anything significant here in the final stretch of the Mount Wario race. He's going to have to settle for a 7th place, which is worth a lot more than it used to be, my friends. That one's going to hit a little bit hard.
Yeah, that's Fate, though. I haven't seen Fate yet. Maybe he's just been separated. I did see Skinarsic, too. I usually just look for the familiar names at this point because, I don't know. I wonder if people have been jumping in later. I think a lot of people didn't realize this is 12 races today. I'm going to be honest with you.
Oh, I hope not. That's going to be funny as hell.
Well, the thing is, it's not that big of a deal because, you have 1 week where you figure it out, and then after that, it becomes pretty clear. Oh, man, dude, Mel got jammed up at the worst possible time. He's at the end. Well, I don't know. Dude, I don't know how he managed, but he still ended up with a 2nd place. He was kind of at a standstill for a long time. I bet you if I was paying more attention, I probably could have knew. But either way, that is going to be Vertex, who does appear to be the point leader at 70 points, which is, let's see, what are the possible points now? 12 times 15? Quick maths?
Oh,
I don't know, my brain.
Oh,
I'm just going to open up a calculator because I don't need to expose myself like this.
It hurts. Well, 12 times 12 is 144. So just do 3 more 12s after that.
Oh, dude, my brain. Come on.
No. 12 times. Don't whip out the calculator. I can do it. 12 times 12, 144. Another 12, that is 156. Another 12, that is 1. Oh, why am I stupid? That is 168. Another 12.
Keep going.
Another 12, that's 180. It's 180. That's the max amount of points.
It's 180. I fact-checked on the calculator. Would you believe that I have a math degree, and here I am streaming Mario Kart, unable to do quick maths? Could you believe that? I would believe that.
Can you believe
I paid a lot of money for that math degree, dude?
Can you believe I have a communication and media arts degree, and I still have no interest in becoming a journalist like Montclair tried to constantly shove down our throats the whole time? Anyway, who can believe it? C's get degrees, my friends. Remember that.
Yeah, there's no shame.
Oh, hell no, no shame, dude. You're a smart person. Everybody's brilliant in some fashion. You gotta remember that. Kunio trying to prove his brilliance in Mario Kart here, though not doing the best job at doing it at the time being, but just as I say... Oh my god, what a beautiful drift taking advantage of the mushrooms right there to get around that beautiful drift around the bridge at Donut Plains and take first and get ahead by a country mile as well. I do believe he's got no, Vertex is playing Wario today, so I believe that is 10 squared behind. Oh, God.
I think
even
you're
more
right.
math. It's no more math.
Yeah,
no more math.
What is
squared.
a 10 times a 10? I don't know.
10 times 10 is foil minus 1. That's... I can't even think of anything.
So...
Yeah, I'm just going to say yeah and that little commentary bit there. I couldn't think of a joke, sue me.
I just want to follow up on a C's Get Degrees because I see Ursa, who's unfortunately got to do his taxes this week, as he just checked in with us a little bit before on that, which is they're due in a couple days. That's the 15th for any of you adults out there who somehow forgot, because me too. So anyways, following up on C's Get Degrees, he says will not always guarantee you a job after college. Sadly, neither will like A's.
Yeah.
It's such a weird time to be alive where that's a real thing. But either way, that's going to be a W for Dark, who is quite active in the Discord indeed.
Ooh, I was going to say a blue Yoshi, dark blue Yoshi in Dark. Up and above and over here on Animal Crossing. Melpool hanging back at 8th on the not final lap. And over here a little bit more further ahead, but only by 1 placing, is Moral Atheist. Let's see who we got ahead of him. That looks to be a Luigi all the way top in front. I know Bryce plays Luigi. I know Dilly plays Luigi. I know there's somebody else who plays Luigi. I'm trying to remember the name, but I can't. Over ahead of him, he sees Grandmaster Jay, and we are on the final lap, so this is going to be a big one right here as our 2 streamers are neck and neck right next to each other, fighting to be the cream of the crap in 5th and 6th place, respectively. Over here, Grandmaster Jay still in front. Can't really tell who's all the way up ahead. I can tell the players, but that's pretty much... I can tell the characters, but that's pretty much all I got. As he does pass Wario. That wasn't Vertex all the way back there, was it? That would be uncharacteristic.
Well, it might be. The thing is like a player like Vertex, he's one of those players where... Oh.
What? What just happened?
I'm not exactly sure what happened.
How did they get 2nd and 3rd?
I don't know, man, but only Aiko was able to hold that out, and yeah, that is Vertex taking a very detrimental 7th, dude. I do want, yeah, that's rough, man. That's I mean, he's been getting first places too, though, so it's like, well, I'll be very interested just to see how this all evens out in the end, because now with less races, like like we've been talking about all day, it's just gonna look different. It's gonna look different when you get a shit placing. Like, it's how it goes.
Yeah. And now we are here on GameCube, Nintendo's very own Sherbert Land, one of my personal favorite tracks in this game because I love the music. Not even just because I'm nostalgic for it, just because I think it's such a beautiful wintry theme. I'm so happy they brought this course back. Didn't think they would eventually, but I'm sure they're hell-bent on bringing everyone back eventually. And over here, as Glentendo is going to take that red shell right to the keister and not even lose that much speed for it, actually. I don't know if that was just a difference in the animation, because there is a thing with Mario Kart Wi-Fi where you can, on your screen, look like you hit somebody with the item, but on their end, they actually had protection. So that is not always the case. I don't know if that was what happened to Glenn there, but he didn't seem to slow down, as he is still solidly rocking the 2nd place. Glenn is at that sort of perfect, awkward position as, oh, there you go. Smart on Glenn right there. He's actually holding the brake, and here comes the blue. Peace. Yep.
I mean, at least it's only a second lap. Like, I feel like there's a lot more things that happen in another lap.
Oh, of course, my friend.
Like, I feel like, because if you're getting hit by a blue shell, I feel like the 2nd lap is like a good place for that to happen, sort of.
I mean, it's a hell of a lot better than the 3rd lap, that's for sure. Old Panda Paws looking like he's getting ahead right there. What was I going to say? I was going to say that Glentendo was in that perfect 2nd place position where, like, you know, he wasn't, like, at risk for a blue shell, but he knows that, like, behind him is where, like, the sort of, the CPUs would be the ones to start, like, chucking items against him and sort of hold him back from just passing the player in first, because I remember it was Kugi who went on that spiel that one time about saying how sometimes you could be just deadlocked in 2nd for so long, and then you won't be able to pass the person in first because the people behind you are just trying to pass you, and then they'll hit you with an item or whatever, and then pretty much all it does is secure a W for the person who's already in first, since they had no chance at catching up with them anyway, since they're too far, especially if you're already hitting yourself with green shells when you're in 9th place, as Kunio unfortunately just did. And he is not going to place nearly as highly as he would have liked to.
It's what happens, like, towards the end when things are kind of going south. It's like the panic button sort of deal, you know? Like, you just kind of start hitting them because you know things are going down south, but either way, that is going to be a first for Dark, and the second for Glenn, who's had a couple pretty good placings, and that's Tin Squared, keeping himself in the top 3 from the looks of it fairly consistently.
Yeah. Dude, I love it's a mixed bag. It's a mixed bag.
All right, that's
I love it. Yeah, that's enough.
That's enough out of you.
That's enough tomfoolery. No trickery, no tomfoolery, no bullshit. This is the Glentendo circuit, baby, and we are on Mario Circuit Game Boy Advance version.
Oh my God. What was that? How did that work? How did he like drift out of that? That was almost like super godlike, like because he was like very close to getting third, like right at the finish line.
I'm not gonna sit here and pretend I understand what happened with that.
I don't know what happened.
I don't know.
And
what happened.
I agree. I'm also not gonna. Yo, Melpool though is kind of going off.
Yo, Melpool.
He's kind of going in the hole. Okay. All right.
Melpool, the pimp is in the crib.
Okay. Take it easy.
Woo.
Let's take it easy.
Woo. That was too close for comfort.
Dude, all right, that's cool, man. He's feeling it too, man. He goes, "Want no high drama? You got it." Hell yeah. Yeah, now we got face cams now, so if you want to come out and commentate, we'll make it happen. I'm just trying to humanize the circuits a little bit more. I don't look like a caveman anymore with long hair. I look a little bit human again.
I actually have to groom myself for these things now, which sucks.
I know, right?
I haven't groomed myself in 4 months. Unfortunate. But yeah, I mean, more commentators for the circuit would be definitely plenty crazy. I mean, you know, can't stay the Nintunis and Chris show forever, even though the Nintunis and Chris show is probably the best show you can find over here on Twitch.tv. Just gonna say that in case you haven't been watching it already. It's actually called the Glentendo circuit. In my mind, it's called the Nintunis and Chrisolodian show, but in actuality,
we'll work into it one day.
We'll work into the logistics.
Dude, we gotta serve a purpose first. Like I feel like if I could successfully. Like if we put this together and it serves like a nice little hub for people just to be like playing and it's good, like I feel like it'll just turn into cooler things. But in the meanwhile, it's got to get good first. So until the circuit really gets good and we're helping it get good, it's just gonna be what it be.
God damn, my man is brutally honest with himself.
Dude, that's the way I look at Smash too. I was like, if my Smash content is truly good, like and things are right. And like I don't want to get into any other shit going on, but the reality is let the shit expose itself for what it is, and if I'm consistently good, then that should be all that matters, right?
Bro, if you do the thing, and you do it right, and you don't fuck it up,
like it should be that simple.
It
should literally be that simple. So with that in mind, yeah, I'm adding all kinds of things.
That's a quote from the not late but great JonTron who said that. I love that quote.
Yo, shout outs to the Ludwig cam. I gotta fix my cams up.
Dude, I love Ludwig's hair. It's so blue.
Pretty like luxurious for like, you know, for what it is.
Yeah. Must take him forever to do that shit in the morning.
Dude, absolutely. That looks like he probably blow dries too.
Age before beauty though, darlings.
Yeah, he's definitely blow dries.
Kunio out here is in 3rd place on Yoshi Valley. Who does he got in front of him? It does appear to be a Rosalina. I believe that's Takamarth up there. And then behind him is this Japanese name Luigi player. I believe the name is Yo Yakinisu Moyase Aldo.
All right. Let's take it easy on the, you know. Let's be cool.
Was that not cool? I'm sorry. But seriously though, it is some Japanese name with kanjis, and you know. The name is also Aldo at the end of it, so I don't know if it's just a translation or if it's a continuation of what the actual name is. I don't know.
I'm pretty
the reason I said that is because it has an American flag.
I'm pretty gringo.
It's another American player who put...
Yeah.
Oh, dude, same. Are you kidding? I don't even watch anime, believe it or not.
I don't know. I like anime. I definitely love the culture, but I don't grind it, at least not like I used to.
Avatar is the closest thing I've watched to an anime.
Studio Ghibli movies, though?
Hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah.
All right, dude, Kunio making it happen. Dude, the grinds are paying off. I love to see it. I love to see like when the streams pop off, man. It's good. It means that like Kunio's been like a weekly stream, Melpool's been like a weekly stream. Moral is somewhat weekly, on the weekly side.
I'd say most of the time he's here.
I'd say most of the time as well.
Yeah, and we really appreciate you guys streaming so much.
Absolutely.
You guys literally make the Glentendo circuit streams happen. You guys, by doing this, help it grow so much more than you realize. I just want to say that to you guys.
It wouldn't be possible without, straight up.
Exactly. Like, post, Glentendo circuit, Moral Atheist, Cora, and Melpool. You're watching this now on the VOD. You're watching it right now, maybe. You could be listening to it. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Could be.
Thank you. Y'all make it happen.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I appreciate. I'm definitely appreciating. Like after redoing it a little bit, like the whole circuit, I'm appreciating a little bit more for like what it is. I think the 12. Like I feel very reinvigorated. I know I've said this about a million times today, but after like dropping the 12 races and kind of seeing it refine, like kind of going through its first stage of evolution, I'm like, all right, nice. Like this is good. It's the same peeps. You know, everyone is mostly kind of doing their thing still, and I just hope that this leads to less burnout. We'll see if like maybe like the likes of Kugi come back. I have a feeling he probably will.
I think so too.
I think so
he just
too.
Wasn't on the mood
I
tonight.
think taking the break is so important though. And everyone's kind of coming from an extended break, but it's not like one of those positive breaks. It's one of those breaks where everyone's like depressed and sad. But like, but I don't know. I feel it and I don't. I was kind of over it quick, but that's a matter of perspective, I guess. Either way, it looks like everybody is racing now.
Can we talk about that snipe on the part of Moral Atheist? He hit
that
the King Boo in front of him with a green
nice.
shell in the air. You know how much harder that is? You know the green shell, like, it falls down at a little weird arc when you throw it in the air when you're gliding. So the fact that Moral Atheist hit that when it looked like the King Boo, who I believe was was it Aiko? Yeah, I think it was Aiko.
It is Aiko,
was able to do that. It was pretty impressive snipe, to say the least.
Yeah, it was pretty.
I mean, he's a Link player, both in and out of Mario Kart, so snipes are second nature to him.
Also, I know we're a little bit far-ish removed from one of the last races of. Hold on, I'm trying to make out that me and Melpool. Who's in front of Melpool? That almost looked like a Naruto character. Anyways, we don't know anime here. We already established that. But what I did want to point out is in Melpool's last race, he did get third, and Vertex did surge back up to third, and I do think that was Glenn in second. So there you have it. Those are three names you're probably going to expect to see in the top 8. It's hard to know where Vertex is going to be because of a couple bad placings, but I do know that Melpool has been incredibly consistent today. That much I can tell you.
Oh, yeah.
And Glenn looks like he's even been fairly consistent as well. So we'll keep a pin in that in the meanwhile. There's Aiko with 88 points, Takamarth with 76. And I don't know who that Lemmy was, but he had like 83 points. I don't know if that was like a glitch or something, or why Lemmy had 86 points, but he did.
Please, for the love of God, just don't be a CPU gone AWOL. Just got good.
It's just like a self-aware CPU has entered our Mario Kart brackets. I kind of wish, dude.
I will be the best of the Glentendo server. Get wrecked. Scrubs. Scrubs.
Dude, I wish.
That would be the timeline that neither of us knew that we needed.
I don't know. I guess I would just
imagine.
Believe. Oh my God, dude! Was that Sweet Lou just narrowly getting second? Cunha throwing that red shell.
Yeah,
it was.
I think
She hung on, dude. Let's go. Yeah, 10 squared coming in first out, 95. Sweet Lou has 70 points. I think that's actually pretty competitive for the day. Once again, the grind's coming out, and that is Fate currently at 87. Glentendo at 103, Vertex 109, and Melpool at 101. There's 3 people once again. I mentioned in the last race are above the 100-point mark, and we did establish 180 is the max. And I'm not sure what race this is, so we're gonna find out pretty soon.
Melpool for the culture. For the culture. Are you gonna do it? Oh, he's thinking about it. Look at him. He's thinking about it. Please.
Wait, hold on. I kind of missed what happened, dude.
No, I didn't see it either. You've switched.
Damn it.
Oh God.
I'm sorry. I just saw Moral Racing. I was like, oh, I gotta go here.
Well, we'll find out well, actually, I mean, we're not gonna find out if you voted for it, but we'll find out if they went to it or not. But we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Is he just like pondering a stage select? Is that what was going on?
Yeah. I don't know. I think he was thinking about picking Baby Park for the culture. No, it looked like when.
Oh, dude, okay, thank God. Lemmy Koopa, I think, is a person racing because they just followed the stream. That is so hyped, dude. You mixed me so hard. I was thinking we just had like some kind of bot that came here and was just
the Terminator.
Like, maybe that could still happen. It's not. It's only the 17th week of Glentendo circuit. Anything could happen.
Dude, 2020, like Skynet coming out.
Happen, dude.
Skynet coming out here, man. Wouldn't surprise me.
In the meanwhile, thank you, Lemmy Koopa, for the follow, and also thank you for entering. Glad
Thank
to see
you so much.
Well.
Holy God. That kind of. I'm just gonna say, imagine the stories that would create. The story that would create for the Glentendo circuit. Now everybody's just trying to beat the suddenly broken AI that came out of nowhere. The Glentendo
it just
circuit.
resides in the Glentendo tournament code. like lobby.
Oh,
it's just
that would
there
make
and
me-
only there. And then
that would make
eventually,
national news.
like it evolves to be able to enter several tournaments with different tournament codes, and then several at the same time, and they're all just Lemmies. It's just an army
right.
of Lemmies.
That's just cheating. Come on. That's just not even fair because
Some-
then like other people wouldn't be able to enter other tournaments at the same time. The point is that the CPU is broken, but it shouldn't be allowed to do
somehow-
things that the human can't do.
It somehow links up to some goldfish that swims in a tank, and like the swim pattern dictates the buttons that get pressed, but somehow like a savant.
Oh god, that would be like
You know what
a
I'm talking
movie,
about?
dude. It's like we try to trace the signal and like
Yeah,
we
you know
reverse, reverse the IP address, like
Dude.
run like a backwards code. We find out, and then it's just a damn goldfish.
You know exactly
in a
what I
bowl.
mean. Yeah.
Oh my god, Chris, you're a genius.
It's like the Family Guy writers in that episode of South Park. I kind of stole the idea, but not on purpose. Anyways, there's Takamarth breaking that hundo. Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. Just under that hundo. Sitting at 91. Pretty solid finish for Moral Atheist, though. I don't
Yeah.
saw that. Was third place.
Rocking
So-
75, I believe, in the upper echelon of his races right now. Immediately going to Mount Wario because he's a man of culture. Somebody else at Ico voted for Baby Park. Damn it. Look, I was joking when I said do it for the culture. As Kunio, looking like he might wrap this up. He's got somebody. Does he have somebody? I can't. Yeah, I was going to say he had Tin Squared like right on his butt. Right there, but fortunately he was able to keep that max speed, keep that shell behind him to make sure he had the protection and hang on to secure that W right there. That's another good first place for him.
Really good first
Breaking that
place.
hundo.
Well, plus you come on top of Dark too, with who has taken a couple races. That's 78 points. I'm not sure when Dark entered. That's the tricky part. So it used to just be totally unpredictable in terms of like who entered and what the scores were and all that because 2 hours. But now if someone enters late, just not realizing it, like they're just not gonna be able to finish races. Oh my god. I felt so much stress from Melpool for a second, but
Same.
either way, that is going to be Vertex at third, Fate at fourth. Vertex still at a really good point total, and that DK with the Japanese character name also
Aldo.
also above the 100 mark.
Mhm.
So
Aldo.
Yeah,
Up
Aldo.
there.
Okay, that's what it is. Yeah.
Did you just look it up?
No. Did you?
No.
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 All right.
I was just curious if
Yo,
you did it 'cause
final
you seemed
race.
so sure of
What
yourself.
the heck, dude?
Whoa, is it 8:30 already?
Whoa.
Put the Ed and Eddie sound effect in there. My mom took them down because she said I am grounded.
Dude, I kind of miss that cartoon. That was actually a really... All those like Cartoon Network cartoons of that era were very much goated. For
My
all
mom
Yeah.
did not let me watch Ed, and Eddie.
That sucks, dude. My mom didn't let me
Yeah.
watch Ren and Stimpy, so I understand.
I feel that.
That was actually a disgusting cartoon, though, so it's probably best that she didn't.
Not as disgusting as the FX version, but that's all I'm going to say about
Oh,
that
I
on
wish
this
I
stream.
didn't remember that. Anyways.
Yeah, same.
Anyways.
But yes, final race, Big Blue. What a hell of a course
Yeah,
to have
this
it be
is
the final race of.
Oh, dude, and he's getting piled on right now. That's the second red shell in a row for Kunio. Getting passed by Dark and taking the shortcut, knowing a little better, so he's going to get the upper hand on Dark. Man, that is a massive shortcut. Jeez.
Yeah.
That is Lou, though, taking the honest route and still chilling in third place. I think, what was that? A blue shell? Yeah, blue shell is out. And looks like it's going to be approaching, is that Tin Squared maybe? Playing as Roy? Could be.
I think so.
That's, I think, been one of the main Roys we've been seeing all day.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what actually happens there.
If there is any place to get dogpiled on Big Blue, it is on the water slide, because you will get your max acceleration up that much faster by racing on the water instead. So that is a good place to get hit by. Unfortunately, though, no, Tin Squared actually a little further. He fell way behind.
Oh,
is that Sweet Lou at the top?
Is that Sweet Lou
Looks
at
like
the top?
Sweet Lou, Dark, Takamarth in that order. It's looking like to be right now as Kunio sits pretty in not fourth but fifth as he hits
getting
Tin
hit
Squared.
right as she went to go past. Oh man, that was a good job by Kunio holding on the fourth. That was a bit of a heartbreaker for Tin Squared, but
It's
Sweet
not
Lou,
Takamarth.
on top, first place. Shout
Woo.
outs. Anyways,
Was not Takamarth as the Rosalina, that was CDK. Meanwhile, Takamarth is actually in the other lobby, taking second behind Aiko, just breaking 300, as more Latheist is going to have to settle for 84. I don't know if this is his last race. It probably is.
I am also uncertain. It could be. Oh no, he's still in. He's still in.
All right, nice. Moral.
God.
There's a clear choice here. There's a clear choice here. Good man. There we go. Big blue.
All right, let's check out Mel, who is just about to. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry, I got mixed for a second, but very close to being done with. I don't know if this is Mel's final race. I feel like it might be because he did start on time.
It might be, yeah, and that's going to be a lot more important for the Glentendo circuit going forward, friends. I mean, it is, the whole tournament does last only an hour now. It is not just a matter of 12 races. You now have an hour less time to complete your races, which is to really encourage people to be there as soon as you can, so we can just get that hot competition, which I feel like most people are going to oblige by. I feel like late bloomers isn't going to be as much of a thing anymore, as Melpool is going to have to settle for another 6th place here with all the Waluigi metas in front of him. I don't know if that's Aldo at the top. He's been switching between
think it
Luigi
was Aldo,
and DK.
in fact. Oh, no.
It is.
Well, Fate coming in first off. And then, yeah, Aldo in second. And is that the first time he's gone Luigi? I feel like that's not who we've been seeing.
Nope. He started with Luigi, then he went DK, and then he went back to Luigi.
Okay. So I'll let you know if Mel is done. I think he might have a little bit more. I see. Okay, it looks like Cunio's still in 2. Whose last race? Who had their last race then? Now I'm just confused.
Cunio. No, not Cunio.
Must have been
wait.
Mel. Oh no, it looks like
Wait, what?
What?
It said final race on Cunio's big blue one.
100% said final race. 100%. Let's just see what happens.
All right, here's Moral. So it had to have been Cunio's, right? It was Cunio's final race.
Well, the thing is Cunio is queuing up right now. Hold on, I'll show you.
What?
Give me just a moment.
It's also confusing because Moral Atheist plays the same. What? No.
Yeah,
no,
I told you. Let's see what it says.
There is a phantom apparition.
Hold on, let's see. It's gonna say.
It says so beforehand.
What did it say? What did it say? Did we miss it?
I didn't see. I didn't see anything.
All right. It's fine. So just act like nothing ever even happens.
No, now he's like just sort of sitting back in 12th. Is he doing the item? Is that even Cunio? Did he get possessed?
Hold on.
No, Chris, I'm scared.
No, dude, that's definitely him. It's definitely him. I had to check myself. I feel like I'm like having like a brain aneurysm or something.
I feel like I'm tripping. Like I swear to
the thing
God, it said final race on his big blue race. What is happening? All right. Anyway, there's clearly an apparition like haunting the Glentendo circuit.
Cunio's racing for no points. So if he can displace other players. That's amazing. What?
Oh. Okay.
I don't know. Actually, it sounds like it's not good. Kind of. Yeah, I could see why that would be bad. I'm basically responding to Knight, who does know what he's talking about with Mario Kart really well because he runs a lot of tournaments. So if he's saying it's bad, it's probably bad. And also, I could already see the reasons why it could be kind of toxic.
Right, because then people would just be like competing for first because they're actual humans.
You could totally gatekeep someone like super hard.
Yeah, that's actually not good.
All right. Well, in the meanwhile, let's see what actually is going on. So we'll see what the point totals are for Moral at the moment, and then let's see. So yeah, Takamarth 118, Aiko at 124, which is probably somewhere in the top 5. And let me see what's going on here. Okay, so it looks like Mel is done. Finished the chosen amount of races. As far as the other stuff goes, I'm not entirely sure. So I'm just gonna wait that out while I get the scores ready. Okay, Moral's done. So that's that.
All right.
Okay, that makes things easy.
I thought I was so creeped out, man. I thought
Dude,
we willed that AI to life.
I was. All right, so I'm assuming Cunio's actually done. So I'm just gonna leave the gameplay on for just a minute while I get the scores up for us. And hold on, let me see. Krista said, when I hit join, you have already participated in the chosen number of races. From now on, your results will not count toward your standings. Do you want to continue? Oh, I didn't even know that was an option.
Well, I
had no idea that was an option.
You saying that actually sounds kind of familiar.
That was Fate came in first place, by the way. So going to further his lead. I know it was a little cut off there. So anyways, let me go ahead and check the scores because it does look like, with that in mind, we're probably just about all wrapped up because everyone that was streaming here basically is done now. So we have 19 entrants today. Not bad. And that's going to be Aldo. Yeah, coming in or tying first with Fate. with Ico just 2 points behind. Vertex, despite a couple bad finishes, still coming in fourth, and I'm pretty sure that is a place that is going to stick for him. I want to say most of these people are done. Because Cunio's done at 113, Skinarsik 103. It's crazy how different the results look. It really is. It looks all very, very different when there's only 12 races.
Honestly, with that huge disparity of Demon down there at the bottom, with that sick 5 points.
All right, so
Good
I don't
stuff.
know if it's an option to basically be able to just cut people off after their amount of races or not, but if it's not, I'll probably go ahead and throw that heads up to Glenn just so he knows, because it sounds like it's not a good thing, Nintunist.
Yeah, because now, like you said, you can pretty much just gatekeep people because, like, oh, I won the race, but so now
I
you
think
can't get
it alters the
points,
results, because even Knight is saying now it displaced 2 people that he just raced against, which makes sense, because like if you had 2 people that weren't done, and then you raced an extra race, that sucks. I mean, he probably had no idea. He was probably like, oh, cool, more races. And honestly, it sounds good at first, because you're thinking like, oh, there's no bot, so whatever. But either way, maybe that's a setting. I don't know the setting. I've never set up a lobby for a circuit. But anyways, in Tunis, that's it, man. We're done. That was I don't know what to do with myself. That was 45 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's nice and concise for you. If you guys
I like
if you guys really like Chrysalodian and Nintunist, that sucks because now you're getting an hour less of them. Just gonna give you guys that on that front. But it's for the culture. It's for the circuit.
I think what I might do after this might actually make me want to do other stuff too, either leading into the circuit or after the circuit, maybe.
I was actually going to
Maybe
suggest
just
something like that.
Yeah,
to you.
I think that's very possible, and I'm very open for the idea. So we could talk about that. Whether it be Mario Kart, Smash, whatever the heck it be, Mario Maker. Maybe you know.
You want to see some? Yo, you want to see some sick? Oh hell yeah! You want to see some sick Mario Maker 1v1s?
Dude, I'm kind of down. Maybe we'll just do like a little experimental. Just a little play. I'm gonna think about it. I think there's cool stuff we can do. I'm starting to get in the spirit of streaming, and getting this presented in a different way made me feel better too. So we'll talk into this.
We'll talk. We'll have conversations with our vocal
dude, it could be
cords.
something even as simple as item smash lobbies.
Piranha Plant Puppet Show? You guys want to see Piranha Plant Puppet Show?
Maybe.
No, not that. Okay.
I don't mind it. I know
I know you don't.
I'm gonna be real with you, but I know when it's this, I know it makes some people uncomfortable.
The puppet makes people uncomfortable.
It does.
No.
Not me. I'm too comfortable about how I feel about Piranha Plant to feel threatened by the puppet show.
Dude, the puppet
Anyways.
is like. The puppet is like that guy that brought his dog into work one time, and you're like, oh, it's so cute, he brought his puppy into work, and then he did it the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and he just brought his dog in every day, and it just got weird and annoying. That would be me if I had no common sense, and I just whipped out the Piranha Plant puppet on, like, every single stream.
Dude, I wish I kept track of the clips better. I messed up on that. I could, after you saying that, I could have run a whole reel of people staring at that puppet. Anyways.
Let's let them burn.
So let them burn. So anyways, I do want to thank all of you guys for, whether you knew or didn't know about the 12 circuit format. I want to thank you for kind of being the guinea pigs on this with us. I am pretty happy with how it went up front, and I did see some suggestions already about maybe doing like some pre-race battle modes or maybe something like that. I think that could be pretty fun. Just kind of like mess around and play and then work into the circuit, whatever it may be. So we'll be thinking about that. But in the meanwhile, don't forget about Tuesdays, also seeing a completely new format with 200cc, also slated to be 12 races. Again, this is going to be the first one of these, so don't be surprised if it changes, because it very well may. But I do think the 200cc, I think that could be here to stay, because that literally makes the entire game different. Moral Atheist, shout outs to you, man. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate it, man. Also, thank you for streaming. But anyways, yeah, so 200cc. So maybe we'll see you there, maybe we won't, but best bring your bibs, because it's going to get messy.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, so if you're looking for something totally different, we got Smash every single Thursday. Nothing new here. This has seen a lot of new, like, cool new production stuff, and has been getting some prizing to it. I'm hoping that maybe some of that prizing heads over this way towards the Glentendo circuits, but I'm not going to say anything about that yet necessarily, because I do think it's possible. I just don't know if it is going to happen yet, but just know I'm working on it. In either case, though, Nintunists, that's That's it, man. We're done. We're done. I almost
that's
feel weird leaving at this time. I feel like I'm like leaving work early.
Yeah, the sun's still out.
All right, cool.
That's weird. But yeah, it was great. I mean, it's still all that fun that you love from the Glentendo circuit, now in a more concise and probably better format. I can't wait to see how the meta develops between these players as it goes on. I can't wait to see what else we do for the streams as it goes on, because apparently me and Chris had the same idea at either doing something before the tournament start or something
we'll do
after
something
that.
cool. We're gonna think of something good.
We're gonna do something
I'll
cool.
get the play too. It'll be fun.
It is not a Piranha Plant puppet show. I swear to God, it's not a Piranha Plant puppet show.
But it might be. It's not.
I swear to God, it's not. No, it's not. I swear to God.
Okay.
It's not.
Okay.
What it would be, though, is if you're interested, I did release a personal podcast recently about the current, my statements on the current state of the Smash community, what with, of course, the Me Too wave of movements of sexual misconduct from these top players and local players. Otherwise, I call it a podcast because it is literally a podcast length. It is like an hour and 20 minutes long of me just talking about the issues, what Smash can do moving forward, how Smash got there is a big one, the problems with idolization of top players and whatnot. If you're at all interested in that, you can check that out at youtube.com/Nintoonist. There it is. There's me and my hands. God, I'm so...
Looking good. Looking good.
Dude, that's my hair when I didn't wash it for like 3 days. Look at how it just stays.
Yeah, make sure just check out Nintoonist. YouTube.com/Nintoonist. He's getting into the content game again, it would seem, so that was very encouraging. I'll probably have it linked to all of the channels here, like I do similar to some Gonzalez stuff. So
I had stuff done. I just wasn't comfortable posting it yet, but I am. I do have a lot of ideas for videos. Like I was planning on going back into it, and I don't really plan on stopping. So if you want some certain type of content, maybe Smash content, which I'm not sure if I'm ready to post yet, but a lot of other stuff as well that I have planned on soon. I just wanted to make that video, of course, get it off my chest because I thought it was important things to talk about as well, especially with the issues the Smash community has gone through. But that being said, we're done. Here are our Twitters. Right here. There's no at. There's no at before Chris's.
Oh, I forgot. My bad.
He just doesn't even. He doesn't need one. He doesn't.
Dude, I didn't even realize that this whole time. This whole time, I had no idea. But anyways, that's my Twitter at. It's literally the same thing.
Yeah.
So anyways, thank you guys, and we will see you on Tuesday.